Alright y'all, so this is a split that I had made probably 2 days ago. It's almost July here in East Texas, and I'm still getting some queens, mated queens, so that's good. As soon as she gets out, they'll be ready to lay. But unlike early spring when you're getting queens, right now the food is kind of iffy, so the fondant that keeps the queen inside, it kind of gets a little mushy because of the heat, and what will end up happening is the bees will end up eating it a lot faster to get her out, and we want to try to slow down that process so we can keep the queen in this hive, and also let the brood frames that I had split over here kind of get going and hatch, and by the time she gets out, she'll be good and ready to go. And the idea is to hopefully not give her any ideas of wanting to leave and giving her a stable place to stay. So right now, since it's hot, like I said, the fondant gets kind of gooey. So what I try to do to slow down that process is take a piece of masking tape and put it right over the top of where the fondant is, and poking little holes in it, just slowing down that process. You don't want to use duct tape or any thick tape or anything like that. You want it to be this masking tape, which really doesn't stick all that well, which is that's kind of good. You want that. Put a piece of duct tape over the top of it. You know, she might not ever get out. Just take like a screw or something, and you just poke some little holes in the top. Anyways, just kind of like that, so they can still get her out, but it slows it down just a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll set her to the side, and then I'll crack open this hive. When we put the queen in, you just kind of want to push back the closest brood frames, or the most active brood frames, and that's where we want our queen to go, because the nurse bees are tending to the brood, and then once the queen is in there, they will start tending to her and start working on her to try to get her out. And I always just take her and I kind of just wedge her in there. You don't want her in there too tight. You don't want her to suffocate. So I'll just put her in there like that, and those bees will start coming up to her and getting to know her, and within, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days, she should be out of here, and with the brood that's in here, it should hatch, and then she'll be ready to lay. Right now, we still want to manage our hive beetles. That's something that every beekeeper is going to deal with, some more than others. You can't 100% eradicate it, but you can control it. And if you stay on top of it, you can see very minimal amounts of hive beetles, and that's obviously what you want. So I have this beetle barn here, and inside of it, it's a mix of boric acid, filtered bacon grease, and honey. So some people use different methods to make their own beetle bait. I like to use the filtered bacon grease because it has more protein, and those hive beetles are looking for a lot of protein-rich, brood and all that stuff to lay their eggs and eat. And so that bacon grease also does not harden up as fast as a different shortening would, and I like that aspect of it. And also right now, you still want to treat for varroa. This time of year, I don't vaporize oxalic acid, but I use oxalic acid pads, so that will keep the mite population down, which will also benefit you in the long run. So I'm going to take my oxalic acid pad, and I'm going to set it away from the brood frames, just for precaution. You don't want any of these baby bees getting too much of that stuff. So I'm going to set it over here, and now we'll get our pollen patty. So I give my bees pollen patty. You're also going to attract hive beetles again. So we want to combat it a second time and a third time. So the second time is these dryer sheets. You can get them off of Amazon. I don't think they're dryer sheets. They're like a duster, Swiffer duster sheets. You can buy them super cheap. You can get like 500 or something for, I don't know, $6, and then you just cut them. And these hive beetles, they like to run along the edges of the frames. So you want your pollen patty closest to your brood. And so we're going to put our pollen patty over our brood, but we're also going to take this little dryer sheet and lay it right here, right against the edge of the hive and against the back of the frames. And then I always take my pollen patty and I set it about 1/4 of the way onto this dryer sheet, because when those hive beetles come, they're gonna want this pollen patty, and more than likely they'll end up coming over here on this duster sheet and end up getting stuck there. And then, as you notice, we have our hive beetle trap directly right here, so we'll try to get them all congregated into one area and try to take them all out in this general vicinity. Now what I also like to do is give my bees probiotics. They're just like probiotics, you know, for like humans need them. The bees need them for their digestive system and just their overall health in general. So I always take these probiotics, and 1 scoop is good, and you just kind of want to put it over the brood frames. And that'll also benefit their overall health, gut health, and just overall production of brood and honey and everything that you're wanting and being a beekeeper. So now that everything's good, we're just going to go ahead and close the hive back up, and then we will come back in probably 3 or 4 days and make sure that queen has gotten out. They're already working on getting her out, and then the nurse bees are also tending to her at the same time, so she'll have everything that she needs while she is in this queen cage.